And we're starting off on this Friday night with a breaking news alert out of Clay County. The National Guard soldier reported missing this week at Camp Blanding has been found dead in a wooded area. Specialist Calyn McLemore went missing Wednesday morning during a navigation assignment. So this is what we know right now. That led to 48 hours of nonstop searching for that soldier stationed in Alabama. His death now under investigation tonight. And video from his family's home in Tennessee where they were given the tragic news. You see it right there on your screen. Julia Janae is joining us now live from Camp Blanding. So Julia, what have we learned tonight?
Those search teams were prepared to search here through the night for Specialist Calyn McLemore. Now that focus is shifting to honoring the soldier who lost his life here in the thick woods of Camp Blanding, preparing to be a better soldier. The search for a soldier came to a close Friday evening, with officials announcing an end they feared the most, discovering Specialist Calyn McLemore's body after an extensive canvass.
They told my brother is dead, but they didn't tell us what happened. They found his body.
This soldier's family still processing what went wrong.
Everything is on hold with me, and my state of mind right now, I'm slowly drifting away.
McLemore's mother told ABC 24 from Memphis she wanted to get to Florida to help search. Her son went missing during his terrain training at Camp Blanding. The sessions started in small groups and pairs, then individual navigation. McLemore never made it back to the final training meetup by the Wednesday deadline.
The area that we're covering is one of the worst that we've seen.
On Friday afternoon, the Clay County Sheriff's Office described their ongoing search.
Mud, the woods, snakes, those kind of elements that we're having to battle. The heat has been a major. We've had a couple medical evacs that we had to do today and get the guys, re-energized with IVs.
Only to learn hours later, the Alabama Army reservist would not be found alive. Soldiers from Huntsville, Alabama traveled personally to the family's door.
There was no flaw in him. He just he stayed to himself, but he worked and he loved his family.
Now, authorities haven't released exactly what condition they found McLemore in, but Clay County Sheriff's Office Sergeant Smith said earlier today that McLemore was a squared-away soldier, a hard charger, who likely just wanted to go out there and complete the course and probably pushed it to the limit in this extreme heat. So tonight, just a very sad outcome to something that authorities are still investigating, and we will bring you the latest as that information comes in. For now, reporting live from Camp Blanding, Julia Janae, First Coast News, on your side.